Ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin Shapiro.
Hello, beautiful ladies, and welcome to today's video. I wanted to talk about today why marriage is amazing. And that's part of the reason why on my channel I'm trying to create a community for conservative women. Now, I knew that I always wanted to marry a Jew. Showing off her body and her nakedness.
While everyone is gawking at Mr. Shapiro's lewd use of words.
Make that pull-out game weak. Yeah, you effin' with some wet-ass P-word. P-word is female genitalia.
A lot of people overlook Ben's sister, Abigail Shapiro, the happiest married woman in the world, as she loves to remind us.
I think that marriage is one of the best ways to actually make you a better person.
Don't step on my dress! That's it, you know I'm done with it. Oh my god, are you not paying for this? No, you guys are
A classically trained opera singer, I guess. And most importantly, she's a grade A coattail riding legend trying to snatch her own slice of fame from Brother Ben's immense pile. Abigail Shapiro goes by Classically Abby on YouTube, and the term classic,
trademarked,
and classically,
trademarked,
being her version of facts over feelings. While Ben's content naturally appeals to young, emotionally destitute white men by playing on their insecurities,
You're torturing a puppy in your backyard? I have nothing to say about that.
his message often goes on deaf ears for women on any side of the aisle. It's so weird that women wouldn't be interested in listening to the nasally toned rantings of this midget know-it-all. I mean, I'm not a woman, but my
hypothetical
vagina is gushing. While Abby's start as a content creator is one part banking off her now infamous family name, her presence serves as an interesting attempt to widen the influence of reactionary thought, this time by targeting its messaging towards women with a softer, more feminine touch. Where Ben adopts a snarky, confrontational approach that really works well in our online click-driven market.
Twitter war breaking out between two prominent voices on the left and the right.
And rap only fulfills one of these. And so it's not actually a form of music. I don't frankly give a damn what you think of me since I've never heard of you.
Liberals. Classically Abby, in contrast, is more friendly, seemingly moderate. Honestly, if you were to watch one of her videos where she didn't mention her conservative values, you may assume she were just another innocent lifestyle vlog channel and nothing more. Let me assure you, though, she's anything but.
Federal law allows infants to be aborted, terminated, murdered.
Wow. Abby loves marriage. If you have any problems with life, it's probably because, according to Abby, you are too much of an individual.
When you are constantly just living for your own self and constantly chasing your desires, you're not really recognizing the meaning of your life. And the meaning of your life is being married.
Are you sure about that?
This is why a majority of her content is either selling marriage like a telemarketer,
5 reasons marriage is awesome.
You'll be saying wow every time.
instructions on how to be a classical wife,
A good wife always knows her place.
or even how you yourself can attract a man for marriage with videos like
how to attract the best man for you.
The first thing I want to talk about is leaning into your traits, aka being extroverted or introverted. I personally am an extroverted introvert. If you're an extroverted introvert, it means that the people who meet you are gonna think you're extroverted. This did not turn out so well for me in dating, because what would happen is that I was constantly attracting introverts, and I'm really not attracted to introverted men.
Motherfucker! That means I don't have a shot with the even curvier femme Shapiro. I mean, I may be an unemployed, possibly alcoholic YouTuber who still lives with his parents, but I thought for sure she'd really dig my personality. Well, that's it. I'm an incel now.
Dress for the man you want. If you're looking for a guy who's a little bit more professional, who has a nice job, you might want to dress a little bit more in a classic way. You want to dress in a way that he would find attractive, that he would want in a partner, and that he would like in you.
I find it incredibly sad that Abby views the pursuit of relationships in such a professional manner.
It's like dress for the job you want.
Now, I'm no expert in love, but I'd like to say it wouldn't need the preparation you do for a job interview. Well, as you can see from my relationship resume, sir, I have proven my skills as a beyond satisfactory girlfriend, with skills in oral, as my reference, Tyrone, can attest to. Before closing out for today, there's a series I wanted to highlight called Why I Love My
Conservative
Life. A recently started segment on her channel that highlights all the classical reasons to be a
conservative
woman. The first episode covers, unsurprisingly,
marriage.
Conservatives really value marriage. We think it's something that actually is important, and it's important to the building of a society. There's a very famous statistic by Haskins and Sawhill in their book, Creating an Opportunity Society, where they say that if you do 3 things, which is finish high school, get married before you have children, and work a full-time job, then 73.8% of people who do that are in the middle class. And so being married is one of those 3 norms that makes it so much better for our society to get married.
I'm asking you point blank, did anything classically Abby say here make you think she cares about marriage? Because it sounds like she just views marriage as some sacred duty that should be upheld and not because you love someone. It's a service to your country. Yeah.
When you're conservative, it's important to marry someone who shares your values. And my husband and I were always on the same page about what marriage meant. And it was a decision that even now, the 2 of us are constantly checking in with each other.
Hey, husband. Yes, wife. Do you think our marriage was a mistake? You're happy, right? Oh, yeah, totally. I'm happy. Really happy. Are you happy? I should get dinner started. Yeah, you should get dinner started.
You see, it's funny because marriage is terrible.
Now, another thing that's great now that I'm a wife is that I don't have to date anymore. Dating is so hard.
Dating may be hard, but you want to know what's even harder, Abby? Divorce. And that's ultimately what you're going to make happen more often by encouraging young people to quickly rush into marriage. When I was 16 years old, I proposed to this girl I was dating at the time. You laughed at that, right? That's because it's ridiculous. How in the world is someone so young going to make a good decision that will affect the rest of their lives? Simple answer. They can't. They're too dumb, inexperienced. They are not even the person they're making that decision for yet. And expecting a lasting union between 2 people that aren't even done developing is causing people to become disillusioned with marriage, the thing you claim to love so much. How do you expect a millennial to be all hyped for marriage, considering a vast majority of them have divorced parents that rushed into starting a family far too quickly?
Being married to my husband is so nice because I don't have to hide my conservatism with my husband. And that's something that I think is a conservative idea, which is that you should marry somebody who does share your views because it's just gonna make your life so much easier.
That's right, don't challenge your beliefs and values. They're too fragile for such pressures. Your relationship should just be one more piece of the suburban Borg cube. Resistance is futile. Prepare for matrimony. In conclusion, Abby and her content really exemplify the depressing state of modern American politics from the conservative side of things. You can tell a lot about a group over what they choose as their symbols. That's why a country's choice of animal can really send a clear message as to how a country wants to be perceived abroad, making marriage both a weak sauce and insidious representation. If you're someone who wants to get married young, start a family before you're 20, that's fine. Do whatever makes you happy. But you shouldn't have to get married to achieve economic stability. Providing children for the expansion of a country's production and conquering capabilities should not be your worth as a citizen. What Abby is advocating for is the reinstatement of 1950s America, a time where most Americans still had this instinctual normie tendency to follow the will of your lords and provide them the means of furthering their power so you may have the right to live. Where you should be breaking off your chains of slavery, Abigail would have you cuff them back on and wear it with pride.
That's great. One of the nicest things about being married is that you're with someone who wants to hang out with you and they want to be there wherever you go, whatever you do. Having that person who's always there to hang out with you is so great. I just feel so happy that I'm married because
Thank you so much for watching. What were your thoughts? Do you think Abby is as problematic as I'm making her out to be? Or am I just a big old bully? I'd love to read your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, pretty please hit that like button and share with your friends and help this channel get poppin'. Hit subscribe and don't forget that bell if you want updates for all future videos. As always, I love you, my little scummies, and tune in next time for another dumb video.